Hello my lovely family and friends, a warm welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well by God's grace. I am also doing well. His grace is always sufficient. So today I want to share with you this simple but delicious beef Shito recipe, okay? It's so good. So I was looking for fish and shrimp powder to make shito, and I couldn't find some. So I decided to use beef. So I'll show you how I made it. It was so good. It is still so good. I still have some, and I hope you enjoy. So for starters, I have some beef, okay? So yes, I will show you the rest of the ingredients as we go along, but this is the beef I'm going to be using. It's got some fat around it, but don't worry, once it's cooked, you'll be able to easily remove it. So that's what I did, okay? So I'm going to put all this in a saucepan. I'll add some of my B10, some water, and then salt to season very nicely, and then we'll take it from there, okay? So initially I just thought I was making shito. I wasn't going to add the stock of this meat to the shito. So I was thinking like, let me just use more water, okay? But then I was finding it difficult to cook it through, okay? So another way you can make it, the way I made my chicken shito. Have I shared that video? I guess no, I haven't. But I have chicken shito also coming your way, and you can make it the way I made that. I'll share it and you see what I mean, okay? So another way is that you blend everything together and you fry it, okay? It's a bit confusing, but once you see me do it, to be all right. So yeah, I add a little bit of water, and I'm like, no, the thing is not cooking. So eventually I had to back down. Just say, we lose fighting. Beef, we need fighting. I added more water, and then my beef was nicely cooked, okay? So once it's cooked, you leave it, you set it aside for it to cool completely, because you're going to break it down as you see me do here, okay? So you break it all down into pieces, or you can decide to fry it, or you can decide to just grind it with something, blend it with something and add it. I always want texture in my shito, so I usually don't go for the smooth kind of shito. I want texture. I want rough edges in my mouth. Just say, I want to be, if there's beef in my shito there, I want to be chewing it. If there is fish, I want to be chewing some. So I always want some texture, okay? So that's the fat I just put away. I'm taking a little bit from it, and this is what we have. So the next thing I would do, let me show you the rest of the ingredients. So I have my ginger, my garlic, I have some Cup Kpakpo, onions, okay, and my chili flakes, okay, homemade chili flakes, okay. So in my oil, I'm going to fry the beef, okay. So we are going to fry it until it's bone dry, okay. So two ways of doing it, right? One, you fry it until it's bone dry. Two, you fry it just until it was not bone dry. Just you fry it a little bit, okay, and then you blend it anyway, or you crush it and you add it to the shito. And what it means is that if it's not bone dry, like as you see it here, it means is that when it goes into the shito, it has to cook longer in the shito for it to all dry out. Shito, we are trying to take out all the moisture from it so that it can last for long. That is what shito is, okay? So where there's any moisture, it means that it won't last long, okay? So no moisture, it lasts long. Moisture, it won't last long, okay? So I'm going to, and what you see me stir into the oil is some bicarbonate of soda. It's just to stop the splatter, okay, from, oil from splattering everywhere, okay? So just a little bit to, stop that. Whilst that is blending, I'm going to whilst that is frying, maswaya, you people have no clue where maswaya. It's imagine all over the place, so forgive me why. It's all part of it. And I'm saying, so I'm adding everything together. I'm blending everything. So this, I'm using my 1 pot Shito recipe. Yeah, but it would not I'm not copying it to the latter, because I'm not going to blend the meat with the wet ingredients, if I can call them that, because right now they are still wet kakra. So yeah, so once everything is nicely blended, what I didn't show is once it blends a little bit, crashes it up and it goes down, I added the rest of the ginger. So a lot of ginger. If you want your shito to take, I mean, today I'm not able to pronounce words, and if you want your shito to taste good, ginger, add strong, like, a lot of ginger. If you're in Ghana, then your shito will be even super amazing, because the Ghana ginger, it tastes incredible. It's like it's much more spicier than abruche. Then abruche, or my bonto squad, oboshi, be a substance, papa be better than nothing. So you can hear the crunch, okay? So it is really, really crunchy. It means that it's bone dry. Okay, that's what you're going for. I intentionally made you hear that, okay? So, yes, I'm going to grind it or I'm going to crush it. You can make it very smooth, but as I said, plenty. At the beginning, me can't be brewa. So, if it is here, me say I like texture. So, I went for a bit of texture. It wasn't smooth, but you can make it very smooth if you want. Okay, if you also want it smooth, you can just blend it, or the beef, or before you even cook it, you can just add it, as I did my chicken shito. Okay, all right, so I'll bring that one to you soon. It will take a while, because this is trending now. It's trending, and I was saying, so yeah, that's what I'm separating it just for you to see how it looks like. All right, so I'm going to fry this. So all that we're doing is you just keep stirring. And what I always try to say to people, that you do not abandon your post when you are doing your shito, because if you leave it, shito na se I bear you kind of time I call a form SS1 Achimota secondary school. Me shito as she shito na nyonyo me deflowing so it smells shito sa kopem tama. When the year was ending, there was no shito in the system. Then before people started eating my shito, it was sad. So I've added my chili, and that is it. Once you add your chili and you see that as soon as I added it, I didn't even edit this bit. As soon as I added it, the shito was done, because the beef is already nicely, browned, is nicely dried, is cooked, is super fantastic. So all that you need to do is to rehydrate it a bit. So once you add it, you let it simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes for it to rehydrate. Otherwise, so shito may grill before you leave it. But then as it's cooling down, it will help it rehydrate a bit, for it to soften up. And that is it. And I'm now adding that is not it, my people. I lied there. Now that is it. I added my Shito Spices, and try my Shito Spices. All that you need to do to scoop what you need and add it. And one, rosemary, now ajwa, now friend is saying Anita, now the need fra. Put everything together. Sage, rosemary, obia together, and you see omunyina. The no answer wasabi. I tasted it. It needed a bit of more salt. I added it, and that is it. The shito is done. It is so good. The shito is delicious. You love it. If you're allergic to sour shrimps, and it be fish powder and beef can be a good substitute. Just say you can use anything to make shito. So I hope you really did enjoy this video. I hope this video inspires you to make something similar. Okay, and thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like this video, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the very next one. Bye.